Hi Capricorns, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. This is a general love reading for all my Capricorns or any cross watchers. Welcome to anybody that's new. Welcome back to all my Capricorns. Thank you for your love and support. Spirit, I am here with anyone who has found this message today. If you could please share with me any guidance that you have. What is next in love? What's coming in love? Any relationships? Any feelings? I am listening for you now. I have the number 11, completion. We will always be one. Okay, this feeling of being connected to somebody, being one. That's beautiful. I have the number 29, impatience. I can't wait. I can't wait for you physically. I can't wait to be with you. A little bit of seduction feeling going on there. And let's get one more of these. They're so cool and pretty. I have resentment, the number 9. Please don't give up. Let me back in. Okay, so somebody trying to, I guess, fight for your love is how I feel. Like, I can't wait to be with you again. Let me back in. All right. I don't know if we're necessarily separated, but maybe we have been going through something recently and this person is, I feel like they're fighting for you. Let's keep going. You know, like fighting for your love is kind of how it's coming into me. You know, like I'm going to prove myself to you. You know, whatever has happened, but I feel like I am going to, I don't know, do what I have to do to get you back to that. We always feel like we're one. We're always going to be connected. The World. I have a King of Cups. Five of Wands. And a 10 of Cups. Yeah, I don't want whatever's going on between us to continue. You know, we're going in circles with some of the same arguments or some of the same feelings or resentments or hurt. I want to focus on, I really do love you. I'm really happy when I'm with you. And I want to prove my love to you, you know, and start a new chapter together, you know, start being better to each other, treating each other kindly. So there's a part of me that feels like a little bit of shape up or ship out happened. And now this person is kind of, okay, you're right. I don't want to lose you. 10 of Wands. It's a struggle without you. That's how it's coming into me. You're everything that they want with that star. And I have a Page of Wands. Like, I still have tremendous feelings for you. I don't think they're going to give up on this connection. I don't feel like they want to go it alone either. It's sometimes they don't realize what they had until they start to lose it. And maybe they were taking you for granted. You know, maybe they weren't appreciating what you had to offer or what you contributing to this connection. And now I guess their eyes are open, but we still have a dream together. Spirit said we still have what we talked about as far as our future, and they still want this. They still want the same things that you want. So a little bit of a trying harder. I don't even know if I want to say try again, because I don't think it's a reconciliation. I feel like it's trying harder. You know, it's more of an effort. It's more of a, I'm seeing kind of the, what I haven't been doing or what we haven't been doing. And maybe we just need to try harder. I have wishes. Make a wish. Wishes are dreams we can manifest. What is your wish? Do you still want this connection? Is this connection still the most important thing in your life? Do you still want this person to fight for you? You know, is that what you're asking, you know, Spirit for? Do you want a commitment? Your relationship moves to the next stage of love. Maybe that was, you know, something that we've been battling. We've been going back and forth with, I need you to tell me that we are headed in the direction of that we're going to be committed someday. I can't just, wait for you. So maybe when they started to realize that you were going to back off, even end it, if you didn't think that someday you were going to end up with this person, maybe now they're having these second thoughts, like, I don't want to lose you. I have a gift. Expect a gesture or gift to reveal their true intentions. Flowers, jewelry, time together, a trip, Spirit just said. Maybe they're going to take you away and spend some time with you, show you how much they love you, want to be with you, something like that. So maybe they're going to sweep you away and take you on a romantic getaway, something like that. Spirit, what do we have? I have a 2 of Roses, 2 of Wands, a date card. Okay, a special date, a special time together. And then I have a 10 of Rings, which is my 10 of Pentacles, and there's that door, a door opening, a new home, a commitment, living together, wanting to be together, wanting to settle down. Spirit just said. I have an 8 of Flutes, which is an 8 of Cups, self-elimination, walking away from something, walking away from feelings, or, sometimes people hold on to old, I'm going to go back in a second. And then I have a 7 of Flutes, which is a 7 of Cups, the edit, cutting ties from other choices, cutting ties from other options. Sometimes people hold on to what I would say is like old belief systems, okay, that they have it in their head that something like, I'm going to just give you an example, whether it applies to you or not, that you don't have to be married to be in a committed relationship, okay, would be one. That's a belief system. Some people believe you don't have to be married to be in a committed relationship. You can just live together, share your lives together. That's great if both of you believe that. But if one of you always believed that you saw yourself being married one day, having a spouse, having that commitment, having that vow, having that legal document, then you're both not in alignment with your belief systems. So part of me feels like one of you wanted one thing, one of you wanted something else, and now the other person is kind of starting to see the light and starting to see the door open, the commitment, dream coming true, that's something they know you want. And that's something that they know that is very important to you. And the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles. And you can see that they're balancing both hearts. Like, what is fair? What is the choices that we have to make to be balanced with each other with this type of a decision? And then I have a 2 of Cups with the celebration. They've realized that they want you. They realize that you're the person that they want to be with. So maybe their belief system's being thrown out the window. Maybe what they thought they were going to live or how they were going to live their life has changed because of you. Maybe they thought they were never going to have children in their lifetime, and you bring children into their life, or you want to have children together. Maybe they thought they would never live in a single family home in a neighborhood. Like, that wasn't something but they want to do that with you. So people change because of the person they're sharing their life with, because it makes sense. And sometimes it's to make the other person happy, because making you happy makes them happy. So something is going on in this connection where your person's energy has shifted to try to make your dreams come true, trying harder and putting in more effort to make your dreams come true. Hidden emotions, maybe we've been struggling with up until now. Like, what are you hiding behind a mask with all these feelings? Come out with it. Tell me what you want to talk about. It is a soulmate connection. Maybe they're realizing they do want this. This is a very intimate connection. Maybe they feel deeper feelings than they've ever felt before. There is always temptation in the past. I'll say that. Maybe that's something that they have been working through. They always thought they would have a lot of choices and options. And now we're heading into a committed relationship, and that eliminates options, doesn't it? But they want you to be happy, a sense of codependency. They don't want codependency. They don't want anybody to have to take care of them. They've been very independent. Maybe they've been a runner in the past and they know that about themselves and they fear that they'll run again. Maybe they are trying to be open and honest with you. So maybe that's something they have revealed to you. We need to manifest what it is that we want. And we have some inner strength that will get us through anything. I don't believe they're a runner. I feel like they're overcoming this, fleeing sensation. Sometimes it's just I just saw my life's path that, like I said, their belief system, they have it so ingrained in their head of what their path is supposed to be. And then you come along, because we don't get to decide who we fall in love with or when. And you came along and all of a sudden what they thought their life path was is all of a sudden just up in the air. And their whole life is turned a 180. And sometimes it's hard to wrap your head around it. It's a good thing, but it's just not what they expected. It's just not what they expected. They weren't looking for it. And all of a sudden their whole life has changed. But it's what Spirit wants. It's what Spirit wants for both of you. I have a Harvester of Swords, a Guardian of Swords, a Harvester of Cups, and a Seven of Swords. That came into me as they've been lying to themselves with what they want. What they want and what they think they want, I feel like, are two different things. And they are just trying to find this happy medium. But when they look at things like, I'm really happy with you, and they really put some thought into how much you guys have grown together, how much your love has grown, how in love they are with you, I feel like they're little white lies they tell themselves, like they would be giving up something. They'd be giving up, their freedom. They'd be giving up their independence. They would be giving up, they could do whatever they want, whenever they want. Those are just like little white lies that people tell themselves to convince themselves that, this isn't what I really want. But then their heart says, but I love being with this person. And I want to settle down with this person. And I want to have a normal, happy, stable life. So I guess they're going to squash what they're talking to themselves. A fledgling of cups. This love is growing. And I have a Lover's card. They weren't expecting to meet their soulmate. It's probably what happened. They probably have had a lot of other connections, dated people, didn't feel what they're feeling with you. Always had that sense of, at any point this could end and I can move on and I would be okay. But they didn't have you. They hadn't found their soulmate yet. So now they have their soulmate, and now they have their heart is invested in this. Their heart is at stake. Spirit, what are their feelings? I should be further ahead in life by now. So that could be part of the Seven of Swords, like the little white lies. If I'm in a relationship, it takes me away from focusing on my career, my building a business. 1212 when I'm recording this. So I have an angel number coming in. I could be further ahead, especially if they put all their energy into their work right now, and now there's a relationship and they've got to allocate time and energy to a relationship. So that could be a little lie that they're telling themselves. Like, it's going to take me away from my focus. They can have both. They can have both. It's up to them. They can be successful and they can be in love all at the same time. That can happen. I get insecure when it comes to you. I am nervous and overwhelmed in your presence. So maybe the changes in their life have just been a lot in a short period of time, something like that. I catch myself imagining our lives live together and how it would all work out. I know you would treat me like a king. So they're already forecasting, what would my life be like you? They're trying to ignore the little things that are going on in their head about how their life would change so much, or the freedoms they'd be giving up if they were in a relationship. And they're trying to imagine what it would be like if this really continues the way that it's going, which is a good thing. You want them to be thinking along those lines. I don't intend to come and go. I'm just overwhelmed when I feel you moving on and scared when things are going too well. So they don't want you to move on. Sometimes it scares them that this is all too good to be true. That's okay. Your person is just processing a new path. Sometimes we have it in our head what our path is supposed to look like. We have it in our head that we just saw our life unfolding a certain way and we didn't really think beyond that. And then when Spirit has a different plan for us, it takes us a little while to kind of reinvent ourselves and to see that new path with someone else. And then when we start to see that new path, you'll hear them saying things like, our future, us, when we do this, we'll do this in the future. Like they start to use those pronouns that are collective energy, us, we, our. And then that tells you that they're processing a future and a new path for themselves that includes you. So listen for those words. Listen for those us and we and our futures, because that will give you an indication that is where they're headed, that they want an us. You're all I've ever wanted. That's beautiful. You're all I've ever wanted. You're incredibly sexy. I don't want you to be with anybody else. I don't want you to go anywhere, right? I don't know why, but I always doubt your love for me. So there's a sense of insecurity. I've never had this. I've never felt this way before. Is this going to go away? There's no doubt in my mind that we belong together. There's the we. I want you to look for the we. I want you to look for our future. That is very important. I feel like when you start to hear those words, that is going to give you the confirmation from Spirit that you need. I'm burning with passion and desire for you, so I can't hold back my feelings. I can't wait to touch you, smell you, and just breathe you in. Can't get enough of you. And you are the love of my life. Sometimes when we realize like this is a once in a lifetime love, or this is a true love, or I'm so grateful that you've been put in my life, we start to let go of that old belief system. We start to let go of that old path that we thought that was our destiny. And we start to look forward to that new path with this new love. And I feel like that's what you both have been going through, and your person in particular, okay? Whether they're a bachelor and they're struggling with giving up something and settling down, and they've needed time to process that. But they are realizing that you really, truly are the love of their life, and they're not going to let you go. So that's more important. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always, my Capricorns, for your love and your support. If anyone would like to book a private reading, I'll put my website below, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.